Hello friends, my name is Michael and welcome to another episode of Magnum Videos. Today we're going to be talking about the Vertigo Effect, also known as the Dolly Zoom. I'm going to show you how to do it. You're going to go with me and we're going to do a field trip and get the scene that we need while we're out. So stick around, we're going to get started right now. Alright, the Vertigo Effect, also known as the Dolly Zoom, is a camera technique or a camera move that was made famous by Alfred Hitchcock. Now, there are a couple of ways to do it. The traditional way is to take your camera and put it on a dolly and move it in toward the subject here. Alright, so that you're shooting the subject and you're zooming in on the subject. The same time, I'm not zooming in, but you're moving in toward the subject. At the same time you're moving in, you are zooming out so that your background back here becomes smaller as it recedes because of the zoom. Ideally, you want to dolly in at this sufficient speed to overcome the zoom out effect so that your subject remains a similar size the whole time you're moving the camera. Now, another way to do this, and this is the way that we're going to do it since I don't have a subject to use, is to take your background footage and shoot that and zoom out at the same time you're shooting. Okay? Also, you can take a still image or a video sequence of your background that you're not zooming in or out on. It's just stationary. And then take that into your computer, and with a Ken Burns effect and a green screen, you can create the same effect. Now that's the method that we're going to use today, that I'm going to show you. Since we don't have a subject, since we don't have a dolly or a glide cam or anything to give us a smooth movement, we're going to do the video, the still sequence of the background footage and use the Ken Burns effect. And then we're going to also take a zoomed footage where we zoom out on the footage, and we're going to put that together with green screen. So let me get the green screen shot and I'll put it together and it'll be ready for you in about 2 seconds. Alright, we're here on Main Street in Belton, and this is the scene that we're going to be using for our Dolly Zoom. So I'm going to shoot it and then we're going to be done. Alright, we're down in the green screen studio and we're going to film 2 short sequences that we will put into the 2 different backgrounds that we shot earlier. So let me shoot that and I'll put it together and I'll be back in about 2 seconds. Alright, this is the first sequence that incorporates the zoomed out background. So this is how it looks if you use a stationary subject, you don't move the camera in, you don't dolly it in, and you zoom out on the background. This is the second sequence where the background was shot as a stationary image. There was no zooming, no movement of the camera, and I have incorporated a Ken Burns effect in order to take that background back and make it recede. That's the two different options that you have when you don't have a dolly and you don't have a Steadicam or something to move the camera with. All right, before we bring this to a close, I wanted to show you one more example. I have taken one of those two clips that you watched and done a little bit of tweaking on it. I have slowed it down a little bit. I think I added a vignette, I'm not sure. And I put a real simple dramatic audio track underneath it so that you could see the effect that you can get when you add a little bit more to your video production. So leave a comment, leave any questions, and I will answer them. So here's this sequence, and then I'll be back with some final words. And there you have it. That's two methods you can use to create a Dolly Zoom or a Vertigo effect when you don't have a dolly or any kind of stabilized camera. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I hope you will incorporate it into one of your videos at some point. And until I speak with you again, and even after that, you stay focused.